that will actually allow us to get closer to the 80%? I mean, in this industry, especially selling commoditized products, like you're selling the same products as everybody else. How do you possibly sell 80% margins in a business where people are selling 5% margin on average,
Mhm.
10% if they're lucky?
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's asking like what is the value add? So it's even though it's commoditized, so let's say that you both businesses can offer the same brand of product, the exact same headset, but one takes 2 weeks to ship. They don't have a customer support line. They're difficult to get a hold of for a return or getting a an invoice sent over or whatever it is. And then you have another business provides the same product, but maybe they have fast shipping. Maybe they help with installation. They have support team available anytime. Different aspects to their company that it's like, yes, you're providing the same product, but not exactly the same package. So maybe you can charge a different price because it's not exactly the same, even though the product's the same, but the full offering is different. So the tricky part is being able to communicate that clearly to a widespread audience in a way that they'll understand it. And so one of the major things that we're focusing on is control over brands, whether that's private labeling or strategic partnerships where we're the sole provider, so that we can not have a race to the bottom scenario. We can maintain the profit margin and include all of those additional values without necessarily needing to communicate that. It's just that the customer gets that built in and then they have a great experience. So, like they order a product after seeing it and getting marketed, and then let's say they have a question. Okay, here's the 1-800 number. Call in. Oh, wow, that was a friendly person that was knowledgeable and helpful. And this is an overall great experience. So we're able to build that in without necessarily selling that as the difference maker, as long as we have control of the brand. So that is one definite key area that we're needing to focus on if we're going to meet those targets.
Yeah, I agree. A couple of things that are coming to my mind here is one thing, like if you have to provide the name brand, for example, we had talked about potentially offering something like Apple Care, where you could charge a monthly service fee for the service and then just kind of do basic service for everybody else. Obviously, there's downsides to that because then you have to provide different service levels to different customers. And right now, we do it free for everybody, so it makes it easier. That was one thing, but also with the name brand stuff as well is just working on trying to figure out how to reduce our costs on those items too. So let's just say our cost is $100. Just say, hey, we'll buy 1,000 of these and try to promote this particular product and do a bulk purchase and try to get our cost basis on those ones down so you can get a little bit more margin that way by making these particular like agreements and initiatives and work on co-marketing dollars. So there's so many different ways to kind of get those extra points and
Yeah.
get your way up to that
Well,
target.
that's shaving so on the bottom, like shaving on the cost. But then let's say that, hey, you have to provide the name brand, and the market price is $150 for a specific product. So you're going to have a tough time trying to sell them for 200 or $250 each, when you can just easily type into the internet and find them for 150 from several reputable places. But what if you make a different offer, like a lease? So instead of $150, it's, I don't know, let's call it, $3 a month or $5 a month. But at the end of the 36-month lease term, you actually get $200. So you bump up by 25% overall on how much you would get for that product, just by offering a different method of acquisition for the customer that maybe a competitor's not offering. So you can cut the back end, but then also make up maybe get make up some of that margin based on a different way of acquiring it.
Yeah, that's a good point because I think like about 10% of our business right now is flowing through that monthly reoccurring model. So not only do you have that consistent flow of income, but you also have a higher margin on those sales that you get that way. So yeah, that's a good point. I mean, one thing that we've talked about endless amounts of times, but is just staying focused on doing more of that activity. So it's, just trying to present the value in that monthly service that it includes all the service that we do, the warranty replacements, adjustments. You'll always be working and just doing that extra value on the monthly side. So yeah, that's a really good point there.
Hey everyone, thanks a lot for joining us on this clip of the We Blowing Up podcast as me and my family are on the pursuit of blowing up our small family business and taking you along for the ride. Now, if you want to see the full episode, check that out right up here. Otherwise, check out another clip of here and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future episodes and clips.